I seen that shit on my last live stream. It's well known that I seen that shit. Well known. We playing 0 games. I gave everybody a solid week.
Started then.
I even announced that shit at work. Like, if y'all ain't see it by Monday, tough titty, because I'm talking about it. Alright. I ain't trying to hear everybody be like, no spoilers, no spoilers. Bitch, I had to wait 2 fucking weeks to talk about Black Panther. We're not doing that again. What's happening, D? We're not doing that. Not again. Oh, shit. I just realized how... Oh, fucking no. Hold up. I got a hat. There we go. I did not realize how close my damn camera was. Let me go ahead and get that right. There we go. But let's go ahead.
What's up? We still doing like the random topic at the end.
Maybe, because I'm planning on live streaming afterwards, so I gotta conserve some type of entertainment energy.
I'm guessing you doing Fortnite, right?
Of course.
I played that shit all day today. I ain't doing that shit. I'm doing Black Ops because they got the new update.
I'm about to hop on that young Fortnite, cop that young pass for the hoes real quick. On top of that, they got the new shoot emote. I need that. Guy just came in and installed.
I'm gonna buy the pass. I'm gonna buy the Fortnite pass, but you know.
Yeah, I'm about to get lit on that Fortnite. But what's happening to everybody in the chat? Make sure y'all go ahead and leave a like and go ahead and share this damn thing out. Let's go ahead and get some more folks up in here. But this is the Run Those Games podcast, episode 12, and we doing well. Bars. As per usual, the homie Biggie is at work getting that guap, making that bread, and he will be on the podcast next Tuesday. My man's finally got some day off. But as per usual, I got my other co-host with the most, the homie Eric Rain. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
What's going on? And what's good?
All right, short, sweet, to the point. The way I like it. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar's upcoming open world title. Well, Rockstar's upcoming title that has a bunch of people anticipating and exciting about what they're going to do and what they're going to further implement into the Red Dead series. Now, hopefully they don't drop the ball on the multiplayer aspect the same way they did with what was that damn game? The same way they did with GTA 5. But we gotta prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But I'm bringing this up because they actually are releasing another trailer today. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But Eric, let us know your thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 2 and what you hope to see.
I watched the trailer earlier today, and like, I'm trying to be correct here. So that's what's his name, John? That's his son, right?
Yeah.
So it is a continuation of Red Dead Redemption. It's just not throwing another character in there and just calling it Red Dead Redemption. Well, for those type of games, I don't really care about the multiplayer, so that's not even. You know what I want? I want story, no gaps in between the story, and all out good gameplay. Because with those type of games, the story is key. That's what hooks you. That's what's going to keep you.
Word.
Good ass story, good gameplay, good mechanics, no glitches, none of that BS. Don't rush it.
There we go.
At all.
It's playing right above my head right now. New layout for the live stream I'm trying out. I'm liking this one a whole lot more. But yeah, this is the second trailer that they have just released, to my knowledge. I just looked. Actually, no, it's the same goddamn one.
Another thing, I hope they bring back the 4 horsemen of apocalypse horses, because I had a ball trying to catch some things.
Yeah, that was lit, but I'm not even gonna lie, it pissed me off a lot because the one that was on fire was beating the brakes off me. Stupid asshole. But I'm over here legitimately trying to find the second damn trailer. It does not look like it's on the Rockstar channel. Huh. I'm gonna need them to run my fake because they said they were releasing it today. Today is May 1st, if I'm not mistaken, right? Then what?
First.
Yeah, so it's May 1st, and what the hell am I missing with them over here talking about? Oh, what the fuck ever. But for Red Dead Redemption 2, I want the multiplayer to be solid. I want to be able to rob fucking trains. I need to be the Western savage that I've always wanted to be, that I've seen in movies, and that I want to be in these goddamn movies.
Multiplayer? Are we talking multiplayer with friends or competitive multiplayer? Which one are you talking about?
Well,
because I don't want competitive multiplayer at all.
Well, they're gonna have multiplayer. It's gonna be competitive. You can't escape competitiveness in online gaming.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't escape it. Like, it's in GTA. If they come out the gate with the Red Dead Redemption 2, with the multiplayer that's GTA 5 now, but day one for Red Dead Redemption, there's no fucking way this game's going to fail. Like, it's already on such a hype train due to the fact that GTA 5 has made over $1 billion and is still succeeding well. It's riding off the hype that God of War is like the newer title that released this year. Well, one of the hypest titles that released this year that everybody's looking forward to. Not to mention,
it didn't disappoint.
Yeah, it didn't disappoint. Like, the first one didn't disappoint. Like, so far we're riding on such a high of like games that's releasing excellently. Red Dead Redemption, like, I don't think they can afford to fall flat on their face, and I don't think they will allow that to happen because people have been waiting for the second iteration of this game to come out. I mean, people are still waiting for Bully 2 to drop again. Like, we still waiting for waiting for this to drop.
Well, Undead Nightmare, the Red Dead Undead Nightmare was good, so
yeah, like we out here, we really waiting for, you know, Red Dead to wow us. Like, at the end of the day, we just want to be wowed. We want to be impressed. We basically want to live out the Western dream of savagery. Because the first one was kind of cool. I'm not even saying it's kind of cool. It was dope, you know, you was an outlaw, then you try to go be right by, you know, you and your people. Then it turns out you had to sell your soul, in essence, and then end up getting betrayed and killed or whatever, right? Then you played the Undead Nightmare joint, which is kind of cool to me because I've always thought of it like John Marston was kind of like in hell and he had to fight for his retribution. I kind of seen it as deeper meaning. Maybe I'm reaching. I probably am. But I always thought that was pretty dope. And now we get Red Dead 2, which, to my understanding, I think it's his son. I don't think it's a prequel. I think it's his son. I think.
No, I think it's his son is in it. There's another main guy, but I think his son is with that guy.
Yeah. So with this, I want to see how his son's going to be.
Guy too.
Oh, what up, Irish Warrior? What's up for talking about people over in Ireland? But we always have to. I'm not gonna say we always have to, but it would be dope to see his dynamic between the main characters you're gonna be using. Like, if he feels that way because his dad got murdered, if he's trying to seek retribution and just rolling with the same gang, if he's following the same footsteps, there's many dynamics that they could take with this game that would further interest me in this story. Multiplayer, I just need GTA level savagery in the Wild Wild West. If they could execute that, I'm good.
The trailer, what I saw, it looks like the guy's coming to collect because collectors don't care. So I think he takes his son along with him to have his back or whatever. And there's an Indian character in it too. So I'm wondering from the trailer, is it going to be a GTA 5 style of 3 different characters that you could switch from?
That would be dope. Because I like that was like one of the biggest things about GTA 5 that made it dope was the fact that you got 3 different characters that all had their own type of motive, but they all kind of correlate together. It reminded me of that movie Crash. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie, but Crash, it was like it had Ludacris in it, but it was the stories
from different perspectives that all came to one.
Yeah, like it was dope. So I'm like, if the Rockstar can do that with the game and make it good, I'm pretty sure they can do it twice. Because that was some shit that made GTA 5 fun and a lot of people remembered it. And they could do the same thing with Red Dead. Because they could create a whole bunch of interesting characters because they did it before. If there's one thing that Rockstar is really good at, they're good at making characters interesting. They're good at characters that you remember. Except for Nico. Nico's kind of forgettable.
The following, so it's going to sell on the simple fact it's a new game. Now, whether it's good or not, that's really Rockstar's fault or the consumers. Think about it.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna do bad. I mean, Rockstar has not put out a bad game.
Either, but you never know.
Oh, whatever can happen will happen. Murphy's Law. But there's one thing that Rockstar has done and continue to do is make consistent. They do not put out shitty games, at least story-wise. The multiplayer, we can talk about that, because GTA 5 was atrocious. But aside from all that, Fortnite Season 4. Now, shout out to the homie Biggie and I think Unknown told me something about this. Shout out to you too about Fortnite Season 4. And by the way, if you have not already, make sure you follow your boy on IG. That is Woozilla36 on Instagram. I'll probably put a link eventually in my damn description box sometime soon. But Fortnite Season 4. Now let me go ahead and grab this damn picture. Blah, 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 blah. Booyah. Yeah, as you can see, we already seen the gameplay or whatever, but Fortnite Season 4 starts today, and the whole theme is like aliens type shit. Like, everybody was assuming that it was, what's the word I'm looking for? Superheroes. I have Marvel behind me. Superhero theme or whatever, and people are still kind of hoping for it in the future, because they were showing, or there was rumors about like Wonder Woman, then the Flash, and then like Iron Man, if you like collect all the parts.
That's what I want, these fuckers to be running extra fast. Okay.
Like, well, the thing is, it's just a skin. It's not actually a thing. Like, there's no bonus for it. It's just a dope-ass skin. But I find this cool as shit because Fortnite continues to prove why they are, like, the epitome of what free-to-play should be. The fact that people are really excited about, like, a new season. And here's the funny thing about these seasons. There's, like, no other bonus besides, like, you just kind of get a skin, an emote, things like that. But I will give them this. In this time around, instead of like you get like a emote where you kind of move or whatever, you actually can get a spray paint emote where you spray paint like a picture, some shit like that, which is fire. And actually, I'm downloading a picture that I've seen on IG that actually shows some of the other skins that are going to be possibly available on Fortnite. Now, keep this in mind.
I saw the battle pass earlier because I was playing and Fortnite like that, but if I think I will get the battle pass because there's a lot in it. There's a lot, like the it's like an Iron Man. If you get the 24 one, it's like comes with 3 different skins, a couple of the popcorn emojis, hilarious, and it's like so many other stuff. But what's dope about the it's kind of like an Iron Man suit. Like, you know how Tony has the suit before the armor comes on him.
Yeah,
like it's kind of like that. You can you get a bunch of challenges. You can unlock like armor parts. Of course, they're only cosmetic and they are gonna help you be stronger, but it looks really dope.
I'm honestly trying to find this damn picture. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to grab this picture right here. Now, if y'all are been staying updated on, you know, Fortnite shit like that, they're known for their skins and how dope they look, this, that, the third, yada yada yada. I'm beating a dead horse. But not even gonna lie, this shit looks hella cool to me. Like, these skins are looking fire. Now, granted, shit. I really do want some, like, actual Marvel licensed skins. I can't even lie about that. To me, that'd be amazing. It'd be dope as shit to walk around as Black Panther.
At the bottom, under the chick with the hoodie and a hat. That's the dude you can... no, my bad. The guy at the black dude at the bottom.
Yeah, right here.
At the bottom. He's the one you can get to, like, Iron Man. It's not. It looks like Iron Man, but it's not Iron Man. But
they have to tread lightly to not get copyrighted because Marvel don't play that shit. Marvel taking too many L's. I mean, taking too many W's. We're gonna talk about that later.
There's the little crystals. You can get in there. You pick them up and forget what they're called. You find them in the craters.
Yeah, it's like asteroid crystals or some shit like that.
Yeah, you pick them up and you can run faster and jump higher for like maybe tops.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of gameplay. I swear I'm becoming in clutch with a lot of this. But as you can see, these are probably, because this is the same source that I looked at last time that had the previous skins for, like, what's going to be released. Now, these, to my understanding, I don't think they're in the Season 4 pass. These are, like, the things that, like, they release, like, day by day, like they did last time. And
the chick with the pink is the guy with the black guy, the guy in the all black.
Yeah, those two are.
Eye patch. Those are the ones that I've seen. I don't know about the other ones.
Yeah, so like the other ones are probably going to be the ones that are going to be, you know, sold separately. I've had a flashback of fucking toys when I said that, but not even gonna lie, I do want obviously the ones I'm gonna get in the season pass, but this one's fire. The one with the spray paint's dope. My man's right here with the little futuristic retro joint. That's just dope. They can keep this one. They can keep that, but most of these are just fucking dope, but I can only imagine about how much of an eyesore you're going to be when wearing this while playing Fortnite. But I don't care. These skins is fire. Fortnite out here getting all types of W's. And when I say all types of W's, I mean all types of W's. Like, they taking 0 L's. Like, they got people hyped about the season 4. And the funny thing about these seasons, they provide nothing but just cosmetics. Like, they got people excited for cosmetics. Like, oh, I can't wait till the new season drops. And all the new season has, like, a few challenges.
And dances and
yeah, like, I've been really thinking about this. Like, dude, Fortnite is the example that most developers and most free-to-play companies need to aspire to. I take that back. Because Smite does it right, too. Smite also does it right. But Fortnite is, like, the game that made free-to-play not seem so kind of corny. Because of the casual person, they think free-to-play is a cheap indie studio that doesn't know what they're doing, platformers, fucking 16-bit type shit. And then, if anything, this is just me probably reaching, I feel like a game like Fortnite that's free-to-play and fun will probably extend people's vision or understanding of what free-to-play really means. Like, free-to-play means that, yeah, it's free-to-play, but they have to make money back, so they charge you for, like, you know, cosmetics and little things. And Fortnite easily could have taken the route of, well, you get this pickaxe, what helps you, like, you know, carve away materials faster. You get this glider, helps you land faster. This skin makes you invisible. They're like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna have everything just be free, as far as gameplay-wise. But if you want these skins, you gotta shell out a little bit of dough and show that you support. And I'm more than happy to do that because I like Fortnite. Now, on to other pressing matters. Let me go ahead and remove these pictures. Actually, first things first, I've been forgetting to do this shit in the previous podcast. But shout out to the Gaming Illuminati. Now let me go ahead and bring up their GI plug. Okay, now this thing's acting retarded. This is like the only annoying thing about computers, people, is that it likes to act stupid at the worst possible time. There we go. Shout out to the GI. In case you don't know who the GI is, you should by now. They are the Gaming Illuminati. The Enlightened Gamers, they have their own app available via iOS and Android. They also have their podcasts available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and even Spotify. They're over there making moves. They are the leaders in everything geek culture and even hip-hop. They write articles about upcoming music, new music, gaming, entertainment, anime, all that. So make sure you go check out the GI and show them some love. So shout out to the GI. But on to other matters. The Venom trailer. Now, I need to know. Everybody has to see this trailer. Everybody has to see it. Eric, have you seen the trailer?
Come on, man. Of course I've seen the trailer.
My nigga. All right. So,
I've seen all the trailers.
So, Venom was done horribly in the previous movie. What was it? Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire.
Tragic.
It's bad when Venom is built like me. Like, I'm skinny, but Venom should not be skinny like me. I have a problem with that, because every Venom I've seen, I've played against in the games from PlayStation 1 and so on, was this big, buff, swole motherfucker who you wanted zero problems with. Why? Because he was intimidating. I wasn't intimidated.
In a hot second.
Yeah, I wasn't intimidated by the previous Venom. I was annoyed. Like, why is he such a whiny bitch?
Did you see how they try to make him look buff when he was Venom?
They damn sure tried. They
That movie was ass just from start to finish.
It was bad. Like, Tobey Maguire took like the little cocky, annoying approach, which made zero sense. And then, like, my idea of like how they were gonna do Venom was he's gonna be, you know, kind of cocky. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, kind of swole. You know, y'all niggas can't fuck with me type shit. But he was like on some real. Here's what lost me on the Spider-Man 3. When he had eyeliner on and then snapped, pointed, and then hip thrust at a girl, I was like, yeah, this dude's a bitch. I checked out of fucking Spider-Man 3 after that. But I'm about to show y'all the trailer above. We're about to continue to talk about it because they have done Venom justice. And they got Tom Hardy to play Venom. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He's looking like he bowed about it. Like, it looks like there's actually an internal struggle between him succumbing to the symbiote and at the same time just embracing it. And you will understand that once you're done watching this fully. Now, for those of you who do not know, Venom is like one of the most iconic villains to fight against Spider-Man, aside from like probably Green Goblin.
He's an anti-hero too.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. Like the common misconception about.
Means, if you know what an anti-hero is, that if you're robbing somebody, like a lady, and Venom catches you, Spider-Man webbing you up and waiting for the police, Venom will snap your neck or probably bite your head off. And
the funny thing about it, he feeds off of brains too. Like, that's the thing. I forgot. Death Battle talked about it, but like the substance or something that's in the brain is what the symbiote like eats, which is also found in chocolate, which was interesting enough. But the thing about Venom, completely different from Spider-Man, is that, like, yeah, while Eric said he's an anti-hero, like, he's down to kill. He's kill first, ask questions later type shit.
There's no
However,
asking questions with
however, like, he kind of doesn't care too much about a balance, so as much as, like, you know, a Spider-Man does. Like, he just doesn't really give a shit. He kind of does his shit his way or the highway, which I like.
Think about it. Venom is a grown man. Spider-Man is still a quote-unquote teenager.
Yeah, and the difference between, like, a Venom and a Spider-Man is that Venom, the symbiote itself, likes Spider-Man's DNA a lot, and so it always tried to replicate that. But it was like the symbiote that where it came from, like the little planet, it was always an extremist. So it always enhanced what it wanted to be, which was Spider-Man. So when it attached, you know, to
that's a symbiote that's all the symbiotes from the planet. Period. Just like Carnage's symbiote, which is a spawn off of Venom, it was a straight psychopath. That's why when it linked up with Lee Cassidy, you know,
it made him crazy.
He dressed himself as I. No, he was already crazy. Lee Cassidy was a serial killer.
Oh no, it just enhanced what the fuck he was, like alcohol. That's really what the symbiote is alcohol.
Venom, like if you watch the trailer, at the part they just showed, he said, "Okay, we're only gonna kill bad people."
Yep.
And the symbiote told him, like, "No, we're gonna kill who I feel like killing."
Yep.
So this is the real question here. Attached to the MCU in any kind of way.
I hope it does. Look at this part right here. Man, hold up. We gotta rewind that. That shit was too lit. Oh shit. No, hold up. No, we were rewinding that.
And everybody was tripping because you know that we are Venom, not I am Venom.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, that part, I was watching this like at work, turned the fuck up. Cause not only did Venom come a long way from that horrible movie, but these graphics though? Look at that. The teeth, bruh. The teeth. Not to mention
another thing, Venom, I'm kind of glad they waited so long because now they have the CGI technology to do it right.
To do it the way it should be done. And I agree. I will say this though, I have to reserve some judgment. Because while I am overhyped about this because Venom is dope as shit, the way they're making him look is phenomenal. Tom Hardy looks like he's actually keeping it. Like, he's taking it serious, feel what I'm saying? Like, he looks like he's genuinely interested in just by the trailer itself. But I need to know, how are they going to tie this into the MCU fully? Because the rumor has it that Carnage will be in this movie. That is a rumor. And the dude, Woody Allen, or the dude who plays the white dude on White Man Can't Jump, rumor has that he's actually... Oh, it was Woody Allen? Alright, true. The rumor is that he's going to play Carnage in the movie. And that's going to be like the two fights. I'm like, don't play with my emotions.
I'm looking at it right now.
Hold up. Y'all heard that new Kanye fire? We let him be right now. What do you think people are going to think of Rocket and Wakanda? I don't know. That's actually a good question. Hold up. I didn't think about that. Because Rocket didn't disappear in the movie.
We can say we gotta save that though.
We gotta say that, but I'm gonna keep that question. SL, that's a good question. That's damn. Didn't even think about that shit. But what was I at? Venom. So yeah, if they have Carnage in this movie, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I will lose my shit because I've been waiting for Carnage to be in a Spider-Man movie. Because a lot of people do not know, and surprisingly enough, a lot of people do not know who Carnage is. Carnage makes Venom look like a bitch. He really does. In comparison, in comparison to like their stance and power and just overall control.
The symbiote it changed. It kind of evolves through every host. It had Spider-Man. It got Spider-Man's powers. It went to Brock, and then he changed up a little bit. And then when it spawned again and with the Carnage, it always gets better. Just like Toxic and the rest of the symbiotes, it always get better when they spawn off.
Oh, Woody Harrelson. Good looking, Kelly. My nigga. But that, if they have, because here's the thing about Carnage. The symbiote or whatever attached itself to a serial killer, right? And that's how fucked up the dude is. I think, I have to fucking try to fully dig in my data bank of my brain, but the dude, like, kills his family or whatever, right? Then gets put into, like, a psychiatric ward and somehow gets the symbiote or whatever, right? And the symbiote is red for Carnage. Carnage has no problem with killing, and he likes killing for any reason at all. Like, he doesn't even need a reason. He just likes killing. So when he runs like into
Lee Cassidy is so crazy. He bonded with the symbiote completely. That's like when you bond with when symbiotes, you bond with them. They have their own personality and you have yours. He's the only one that bonded with the symbiote perfectly. So
yeah,
he's Carnage. There's nothing else to it.
that's it. It's just fucking Carnage. And like compared to a Spider-Man who kind of has it and like ended up getting rid of it, he's like, nah, I don't like it. It's making me turn to a complete asshole, right? Brock did it, and he was all like, oh, it's giving me this unbelievable strength or whatever, right? This dude's all like, nah, fuck that. I like it, and it's staying with me forever.
The thing about Brock was the reason why he wanted the symbiote so bad because it cured him of his cancer. Why he was it kept his cancer dormant.
Yeah, wasn't that like one of the reasons why his girlfriend left him?
His girlfriend left him because he was so obsessed with getting back at Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson for quote unquote ruining his career.
Yep,
all right. He did the shit himself
because he put out a fake story
with cancer and shit. So when the symbiote attached to him, it made his cancer dormant.
Yeah, then he was all like, "Oh, okay," and then he know the full repercussions about what happens when you get the symbiote, which is hilarious because that's one consistency I've noticed about like a lot of these comics and like the stuff in general. They get the short-term success or like the short-term like good, and they don't realize that shit's about to go far left every time. It's like, oh hey, my cancer's dormant, but now I'm a psychopath. It like never ends well. But hopefully with this Venom shit, they do somehow link it to the Spider-Man series because they do this correctly. Because granted, they're releasing the Ant-Man and Wasp. You have to excuse me, I got a lot of burps.
Ridiculous. That is going to be so damn. I thought Ant-Man was going to be so ass. The first one. I'm so glad I was wrong.
It was fire.
And I was like, okay, if they take this Ant-Man movie, because I really thought it was a filler movie just to introduce him into the MCU. I was like, Ant-Man don't need another movie, but that Ant-Man and the Wasp look crazy.
I'm telling you, Marvel's taking no L's. We're gonna continue to talk about how Marvel ain't taking no L's, but
all these movies are going to get threes. Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Panther, Spider-Man, who else? Captain Marvel.
And if they continue to do well, it's only going to get better. They're only going to get more.
Now the Fantastic Four is part of the MCU? Come on, that's going to get a total reboot?
If they do it right, that's all I hope. Because the Fantastic Four, I've been on record saying this, they had to be the most boring group, in my opinion. They're boring to me.
The MCU ain't dropped the ball yet, except in my opinion, with the first two Thor movies.
I say they dropped the ball along the lines of here's when like MCU started like going sporadic, but it was like with X-Men because it had 3 different directors, and then
the X-Men is not part of the MCU.
How?
Fox.
Fox.
The movie rights.
Yeah.
Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man and like Daredevil and shit.
Which Daredevil needs a reboot?
That's just movie rights, but like TV shows, cartoons, Disney got all that. That's why they can mix and match. Like, Netflix series, they can throw all that shit together. But movie rights, that's why Hugh Jackman was so pissed. He was like, I want Wolverine in the Avengers movie. I don't give a damn if I'm just standing there looking.
He's supposed to be. That's the funny part. Like, he fights Thanos.
That's why Civil War was good, but it was so ass at the same time because in Ultron, like...
That movie was fire.
In Civil War, the main characters in Civil War are Sue Richards and Wolverine, because they're the ones that are trying to patch everything together.
Yep. That was bad.
They left so much out, but I'm a true comic book geek. I read the books and all the other bullshit.
Hopefully Disney finds a way to get the rights back, because we need X-Men.
Well, Disney just bought Fox.
So we might be good then.
Yeah, the next phase.
Yeah.
It's going to be the next phase is going to be ridiculous. After the they're even talking about. There's a rumor out there. They talking about they're going to make another Avengers movie after this one. After the two that just came out and the one that's coming out next year.
Yeah.
They're supposed to, this is a rumor only rumor. I'm just saying rumor.
Rumor alert.
The X-Men want Thanos to face off against Phoenix.
Phoenix is gonna win.
See, exactly. Me and my wife, my wife was like, "How come Wanda?" Because my wife's just like me. She's like, "How come Wanda can't stop him?" I kept telling her, I was like, "Yo, this is not X-Men Wanda. This is not the Scarlet Witch who can warp reality. This
Yeah.
is enhanced human from the staff Scarlet Witch. X-Men Scarlet Witch, she would have smacked Thanos from here to the next week."
Yeah, I was reading this list about like the top 10 like heroes or whatever that could actually beat, or like top 10 people that could like beat Thanos or whatever. And then one of them was, I think, Wanda, and then like the number 4 or 5 was Phoenix. I was all like, Phoenix could destroy a whole lot of shit. Like she's a
She can destroy she can destroy a fucking galaxy.
yeah, she's a whole lot of gang shit woman. And then on top of that, Phoenix, like she her and Jean, didn't they like ended up separating or something like that? Like didn't like Phoenix become like her own being? I'm trying to remember
Phoenix
this.
Force bounces around to whoever needs it. Like Spider-Man has had the Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
It's like do you know who Captain Cosmic is?
Faint memories. What's happening, Dante?
He's pretty much like a Phoenix Force. It's called a cosmic effect. He'll go into heroes that need their power to beat the fucking to be the enemy that they normally can beat. What the Phoenix was, the reason why the Phoenix bonded with Jean is because when Jean was piloting the ship back to basically dying while she was doing it,
Yeah.
powers went so strong and she was begging for help. And that's when Phoenix jumped in her and saved her ass, because she sent out like a psychic wave that was so damn strong, it went through like eternity, infinity, and all that shit.
Speaking of which,
Dying.
I'm not gonna lie, the ending of that movie when she was lifting up the ship or whatever was fired, and like you seen the Phoenix in the water towards the end, I was all like, don't get me excited. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
That shit right there, I'm not feeling that, because that wasn't Cosmic Phoenix. That was, Jean has a split person. She's so powerful, her split person, her powers manifested into an alter ego. Get that shit out of here.
That shit was dope to me. But fucking, what was I about to say? Damn. I lost my thought. Talk about Phoenix. X-Men. There we go. Well, since Disney bought Fox, I need X-Men to come back, and I need them to be more part of the whole Marvel scheme, because everybody loves X-Men. Everybody loves them. I've yet to meet a person who not even the most casual of like comic book people know who the X-Men are.
Who Wolverine is.
Yeah, everybody knows. Like they're all waiting because everybody loved Logan. Logan was dope. Like that whole.
I wasn't feeling Logan the movie because, of course, I read the book. They just, when you go off so left field, it kills it for me.
I've become desensitized to that because after reading Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, it was one of those things where I was like, I liked it only because of the storytelling, and not to mention X-23, who's rumored to get a movie. And if she's even more the savage that we got pieces of, I'm ready.
She was a savage, but my thing is X-Men. With X-Men being in the MCU is awesome, because Iron Man is done with movies, Thor's done with movies, Cap is done with movies. What I think is going to happen with other movies down the line, they'll make like Spider-Man: Homecoming. How he was Tony Stark in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He had a couple pieces. That's how I think those major characters are going to fan out.
That would be dope. Everybody loves a good cameo.
Because what I love about Marvel is their consistency. If you're that character, you're that character. From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to the cartoons, all that shit. You're that character.
They stay consistent. And it's good because people become attached to those characters. So it's good when you're not getting a constant change and, you identify with that person every time you see him. It's healthy and refreshing. Because there's nothing more annoying. As a Hulk fan, it pissed me off to see 3 different Hulks. I love the Hulk. He's my favorite superhero.
Yeah. But in the new Deadpool trailer, when he says he's in the cab and he looks at the out the window and he said, "Yo, Thanos, pump your brakes." That scene was shot to add into the movie. I wasn't originally in the movie at first. They had to reshoot that to add that scene into the movie.
Shit, they had me hyped thinking that Hulk was about to get his round 2, and this nigga was acting like a whole bitch out here in these streets. Oh my god, that pissed me off.
Now, are we going into it?
Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and talk about the movie, y'all.
Spoiler, people. If you haven't seen the movie,
it's in the title.
Spoiler.
It's in the title.
Discussion.
It's in the title. They knew what they got into once they clicked onto the podcast. It literally says
mad at Woo if you hear something that you don't want to hear.
You've been warned, alright? It's in the title. I even warned y'all a few days when I was live streaming Fortnite that on the podcast we were going to talk about Infinity War. There's way too much nerd shit from Venom to Infinity War to not talk about everything that we expect to see and everything that we did see. Because shit's about to get real because the Avengers movie did everything I wanted it to do. And I'm not going to say and more, but it did a damn good job of my expectations. Because this movie, out the gate, action, action, action. That's what I wanted. My biggest fear about the Avengers, like, for this movie, while I was excited, was it's going to just have too much talking in it. And it was going to try to explain too much to try to appease the casual crowd as if they haven't seen a good majority of the movies. That was my biggest fear. Like, they're just going to spend half of the movie talking, and then, like, a whole bunch of action going to happen. Like a typical action movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, just out of nowhere, they're just going to start fighting. But out the gate, you see Thanos, who, by the way, is not as purple as he was previously, and I'm okay with that.
That's what I said.
I noticed that he was nowhere near as purpley as he was in the previews, the trailers, or in the ending cutscenes of, like, the previous movies. That was a thing I noticed.
In the first Avengers, when they showed him?
He was Barney purple.
Blue to me for some reason.
Yeah, he was like Barney purple, like, and they were like, let's tone that down a little bit. And I think they did that. I have this theory, and I might be reaching yet again. I felt like they kind of toned it down a little bit. That way he doesn't look as freakishly alien as if a giant 8-foot fucking tall creature is not scary enough. Yeah, like, I think they try to make him look somewhat relatable as possible. I really do. That's just something that I kind of picked up on, that we understand his plight.
I'm so glad you said that word, because that's in the movie, that's what I got. Thanos was the best part of the movie for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was his relatability, not his humanity, but just the way he acted, you know?
Yeah.
Like when he was talking to Gamora, when he was like, you know what, this is supposed to be your throne. I did this for you, and I saved your planet because people were starving. Now kids they're not starving anymore.
He gave her a bar though when he told that. I'll never forget. This nigga said, she's like, you wiped out half of the planet. He's like, yeah, and now all the people only know full bellies and clear skies. I was like, ooh, shit. He hit you with facts.
What I loved about, and another thing I loved about the movie with Thanos, I did not want Thanos to get all the stones in the movie. I kind of wanted them to space it out.
I did too, low-key. Not gonna lie to you.
But the thing is, as powerful as Thanos is, smashed Hulk in the first few minutes.
Oh, my soul.
He smashed Hulk.
My soul.
And Hulk was scared. That's why he didn't want to come out.
Hulk was ducking the fade. Word to my man Dante, bro. He was ducking the fade. That, as a Hulk fan, like I said, he's my #1 favorite superhero ever. And to watch him get bitched up like that, not only in the fight, but after that, like, he would not want to come out again, that hurt me. That, like, I was getting mad, like, Hulk, stop being a bitch. Like, you gotta get yours. But continue.
The thing about Thanos was, powerful as he was, he had to work for that shit because they was giving him the business when he ran up against Tony, Peter, and Star-Lord and them, giving them business. When he ran up against, it's like he didn't go around just bitch slapping everybody, giving the stone.
Fuck Star-Lord.
He had to.
We'll get to that though.
Yeah, he had to work for them stones. He was scrapping for them stones, and like, I had a theory about the Soul Stone, which I was wrong, but I called the Time Stone. I knew it was the Eye of Agamotto, which is Doctor Strange's amulet.
It was the Soul Stone supposed to be in Wakanda, wasn't it?
The Soul Stone, what I thought it was, I thought Heimdall was the Soul Stone because, you know, the color of his eyes, how he could see the souls of everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I was wrong. And I'm mad they killed my man Heimdall. I did not want him to die.
Hey, people die every day, B.
It's like fucking so much of this movie I love. I love how fucking Thor was calling Rocket a rabbit the whole movie.
And I like how he just took it and just kept rolling with it though. Like, he was like, alright, whatever. And also, Drax was hilarious though. When he was all like, he's a dude, he's like, no, he's a god. you're a dude.
He's a man. You're a dude.
I was like, I'd have called Drax a bitch off rip. Like, bitch!
I love when Drax was standing there. He was like, I've studied the art of stealth, so standing still so smoothly. We say I am
invisible to the eye.
Invisible.
Yeah.
To the eye. And he was eating that candy all slow. That shit, only Batista could have pulled it. Shout out to Batista.
Something about that told like that shit just felt improvised, honestly. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I felt like that was like ad-libbed a little bit.
Fucking Thor Groot was like, you can speak Groot? He said, yeah, it was an elective in school. That shit, like, the jokes.
The dialogue was dope. Like, it wasn't boring. Like, you actually felt like a part of the movie. You know, like, sometimes you watch a movie, you kind of feel like, whatever. This movie was constantly engaging between dialogue between the characters and the overall story. And you kind of felt, like, afraid because there was that constant fear of like, yo, they might not be able to win. This might not have a happy ending, which is refreshing. Like, I like that uncertainty.
Jokes wasn't forced. Everything just flowed.
Yeah, like, it was just a dope movie, and like, you felt rewarded.
How Star-Lord was talking like he's trying to talk like Thor. He was like, no, he's talking like me.
Yeah,
because he was jealous. The shit was just so it could in the bleeding edge armor. Let's talk about the bleeding edge armor. Sickening. Iron Spider armor was just sickening.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh man, not again. Not again. I was on Amazon trying to find that shit. I was like, can I get this though? Ayo, Tony, holla at your boy.
Armor was nasty.
Especially like if you looked at the neck, like it wasn't this normal cowl that he had like to pull over, like it would just kind of collapse into the neck, and like it would kind of come back over his head, like the Iron Man mask would. Dude, that shit was so fire.
I love one of my favorite parts. Made me laughing when they was on the ship when they go get Doctor Strange. From, I forget old boy's name. He's irrelevant. How the cloak of levitation tapped him on the shoulder. He got all scared. He's like, "What?"
He's like, "You are."
This little subtle parts was just the business. It was the business.
Another favorite part about that was like when they killed the other one of Thanos' people, whatever. And then Doctor Strange's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Oh, my name's Peter Parker." He's like, "Okay, Doctor Strange." He's like, "Oh, we're using our made-up names. Spider-Man."
No, I love when I think his name is. I don't remember his name. The one that came down that ran up on Tony and them in the city, and he was like, "No, Earth is closed." He was like, "You gotta go."
Yeah, that would have been dope. I mean, that was dope.
But my thing is now. I don't want to go straight to the end real quick.
Well, let's backtrack.
I love how Rocky gave Thor the eye, even though I was cool with the eye patch.
I kind of liked the eye because it was a different color. I'm not even gonna lie. And then the fact that he was kind of just discussing it a little bit, he was all like, "I would have washed it first." He's like, "You don't understand how to smuggle that up mine." And then he just turned around. That shit had me rolling.
And another thing about when the elf and I don't know the Black Order's name. I don't know, but when they went after Vision, I was like, because Vision is powerful as hell, but they bitched him up.
Thank you. Let's talk about that a little bit.
It's funny how when Tony, Doctor Strange, Wong got their asses whooped, but Widow, Falcon, and Captain America beat the shit out of the ones that went after Vision.
Nah, they beat the brakes off them. There's a difference. They beat brakes off them niggas. Oh my god. Vision was out here looking like a whole bitch, bruh. And what killed me about Vision, he's supposed to have the minds of like all the most intelligent people, including Ultron, which, for everybody who watched the movie, was fucking up the Avengers, right? And you mean to tell me
Thanos and Ultron are the two best villains in the movies.
And it's like, you mean to tell me that this nigga Vision can't stop walking backwards into a fucking knife? It seemed like this nigga was getting stabbed at every waking moment. Like, you supposed to be Vision. Like, you supposed to be a beast. You look Mjolnir, my nigga. Like, not.
Yeah, they bitched him up like a lot,
and it was getting kind of annoying. I'm like, yo, Vision's dope. Like, and what killed me though, here's the thing: at work before the movie came out, my coworkers and I were discussing like who's gonna die in the movie because we all know that in the comics, Thanos eventually kills everybody in the most gruesome and most fucked up fashion. Like, he didn't just snap his fingers; like he turned Wolverine's bones into adamantium at one point. I mean, bones into rubber at one point, right?
And that's another thing. I thought when he turned Drax into those rocks and Mantis in that silly string, I thought he killed him.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna stay like that, honestly.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we were like discussing about who's gonna die in the movie because we all figured that everybody's gonna die or somebody's gonna die. They didn't kill Captain America in Civil War. So when we're discussing that, we're trying to figure out who's like the weakest character that nobody really likes, but that people like but don't really care enough about if they die. We're like Black Panther, nah, he's winning right now. Hulk, nah, people like him. Ant-Man, probably. And then we're all like, and then somebody said Vision. I was like, yo, but Vision's dope though. Like this nigga could like literally probably whoop everybody ass on the Avengers just off his mind alone if he really wanted to. And then he was like, but think about it. Nobody really cares about him. I was like, yeah, Vision's fucking dead. And we started laughing. Sure as shit, he dies in the movie. In the most savage of ways, twice, by the way. Twice. Like,
he got whopped.
I
was like, it was kind of pissing me off because in Civil War, when Vision came in, it was a game changer for fucking Cap side.
Yeah, like, you have Vision who, his name kind of says it, Vision. They control, like what? He has, like, the mental stone or some shit like that.
Wakanda battle, though.
Oh, we could never talk about that because my man Dante said Black Panther had one movie and they had to kill him. All right, well, here's the thing. Black Panther signed a 5-movie deal, so he's about to get his bread, and we about to see more Black Panther. Wakanda forever, my niggas. Are we on 10 yet?
But say this one more time, people. Everybody can relax because there's a 3-movie other characters: Strange, Panther, Spider-Man. There's a 3-movie deal.
Yeah,
like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Everybody's winning too much for them to end it right now. They're winning way too much.
My thing is that what makes Wakanda so dope when Thanos was dropping them, when it was dropping in on them, those things still couldn't penetrate the Wakanda shields.
Nope.
And when they took him there, when she was examining Vision, and she was like, why you just didn't, do this, and he was like, we didn't think about it. Was the cold part about it when the bead back, she was like, something has off that little bead. She was like, something has entered our atmosphere.
Yep. Oh yeah. By the way, Kelly just said Ebony Maw was who you're referring to from the members of the Black Order.
I could not. I could not think of the Black Order names for Jack Dealey squad.
Good looking, Kelly.
But what's so dope about the Wakandan battle? When they were like, Ibambe, I was like, oh, that's Wakanda for bringing bitches.
What's funny? Down. My coworker, shout out to the homie in Helica, she was telling me about she was trying to find what he was saying on the internet so she could tell me that shit. And we was at work, she was saying that, and I was like, why am I getting the hype right now just repeating that? I don't know what the fuck it was. I was at work lit as fuck after that, but the Wakanda battle was dope.
I was yelling that shit before they even started. I was like, Ibambe. My wife was like, be quiet. I was like, no, shit.
Ibambe, my nigga.
My theater was hyped when Cap came out of the shadows. That shit erupted.
My mom literally was like, hell yeah. I was like, Mom, you didn't see this, the outline? Like, of course that's Cap. I don't know. I was more hyped about seeing Black Panther because I'm still riding on that Black Panther high right now. I'm still on that high right now. But
love how they went down. He's like, no, the White Wolf has rested long enough. And he gave him that arm. And Rocket.
Oh my God. How much for the gun?
And he's like, is that gun for sale? He's like, no. He said, what about that arm? He was like, no. He's like,
I'm going to get that arm.
He's like, I'm going to get that arm.
Rocket was dope. Groot was dope. Yeah. I like Groot's part, though, how he helped make Thor's axe.
It was Stormbreaker.
Yeah, it was like a little part, but I liked it though. I just liked it. I was like that little part.
I like that because Stormbreaker is better than Bill's hammer. Whatever, but I love when Thor came down into Wakanda and Banner was like, "Oh, you guys are screwed now," because Thor came in on some.
Oh yeah, Thor was pissed.
Where's Thanos at?
He was like, "Bro, I need my run back." He said, "I need my fade."
We're so far beyond a fade.
Thor was like, I need mines, bro. Like, where Thanos at? Fuck all these little motherfuckers. I need my bro back. Oh, also, the movie was just phenomenal. Like, the more I think about it, the more it's just amazing to me. One thing I did notice was that part where Thanos is trying to get the Soul Stone or whatever, right? And they're at the top of the mountain. Or when they're going up to the mountain. This goal. Yeah, this is the part that like made me think that DC just can't fucking touch Marvel at this point. Is the fact that people completely forgot about Red Skull. Entirely forgot about Red Skull. Like, everybody forgot him. And then they gave him a somewhat minor role in this movie saying that in order for you to get the Soul Stone, you need to trade a soul for the soul, right? a minor role, and you don't see him again. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, DC couldn't do no shit like this. Marvel basically referenced every character, every storyline, put random people in the movie who people forgot about in this movie, and basically said, do something.
I said, because when they showed skulls, my wife, she like grabbed my arm. I was like, oh shit, that's Red Skull. And what's dope about it was, and Gamora, I don't know what's up with Gamora because the movie left me hella confused because it can't be an RIP because there's a third Guardians movie. Because why would they introduce Adam Warlock at the end of the Guardians 2 if they're not gonna make it? There's a third Guardians movie, so they're gonna find a way.
There has to be.
To reroute all this. Doctor Strange said that out of 400 million something,
there's one where they win. Once. Yep, and that's what I was thinking. That's why I wasn't worried.
Doctor Strange pissed me off because when he gave the Time Stone to Tony, all he had to do was fucking zap those little warp rings. He could have fucking pushed Thanos somewhere else, rolled back time before he stabbed Tony and got the hell up out of there. Because Thanos said it himself. He was like, why wouldn't you use the most powerful weapon you have?
Well, maybe that's why. Because of the one instance. Because you gotta remember, if he would have done all that shit, Thanos still controls reality. Still. Which, by the way, was the most OP shit that he got in the fucking movie. I'm sorry. That shit to me was overpowered as fuck. But, hold up. Before we continue on this discussion, Dante, I do agree. When Thanos said you should have went for my head and snapped his fingers, that shit pissed me off. Because here's the thing that I noticed about Thanos and any other real villain. They go for the head. They ain't trying to hit your body. They going for straight kill shot. They take the head, it's a wrap. And that part pissed me off in that movie. Because I'm over here in my head thinking, why does every superhero or person that gets a kill have to do some like fake ass deep
some noble shit?
Yeah, like fuck that. I would have got to chopping him the fuck down. We would have had Thanos sushi fucking with me. I don't even like sushi.
Question at you.
What's up?
I want to throw a question at you.
What's going on?
His finger, and you saw the gauntlet just decay, right?
Yep.
Did the stones decay?
I'm not sure. I had this idea or whatever, right? Because remember when he traded Grimoire's soul for the Soul Stone? And then towards the end of the movie, when he snaps his finger, Grimoire is like a little girl again, and she asks him, did you do it? Or what did you do? And he says everything, of which I predicted that line, which kind of pissed me off. I was thinking in my head, maybe her soul, when they said you gotta trade soul for soul, her soul is in the Soul Stone, and she did not want that to happen, and so she fried it. Or fried the gauntlet a little bit. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that's not bad. My thing is, I don't, because like, we can get to the part where, all the ones are disintegrating because, like, and I was tripping out. I was talking to my man Kool-Aid. I said, nah, hell no. They need to go they need to get the Dragon Balls called Shinron and fix this shit. That's at the end of the movie. I was so confused. I'm like, sitting there smiling at the sunset. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
that's what he wanted to do.
You can't leave me with this.
That's what he wanted to do. He said he wanted to do his thing, and then
Wong went back to the Sanctum. The Sanctum sits outside of reality, so Wong is safe.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go to Wong. I could be wrong, but he has the most knowledge of the universe because all those books in there. That's what the Sanctum is. It's the knowledge of the cosmos. It's house of the best weapons. The Cloak of Levitation, Midnight's, armor and all this other shit.
Yeah.
How are they going to I've never been stumped.
The thing that this movie created was a whole lot of questions and what ifs and what could be. Kelly asked a question. He said, do you think any of the cosmic entities, Eternity, Galactus, Adam, Warlock, the Living, Tribunal, etc., will be in Avengers 4? They play a big role in the comics. Good question.
Okay, I'm gonna take that real quick. Now that Marvel owns Fox, which owned Fantastic Four, Galactus is Adam Warlock is a definite. It's a definite because he was introduced at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. But is it the Adam Warlock from the Infinity story? That's what we have to learn about. The Living Tribunal he's relevant because in Doctor Strange, when they were training, he said this weapon is a staff of the Living Tribunal. I don't know. That's kind of a cop-out.
It would be too easy.
But actually, if the gauntlet's still intact, Galactus can't touch Thanos. He can't touch him.
The only one who can is like Eternity, Warlock, right?
I hear you, Will.
I'm about to say the only one who could probably touch Thanos with this fucking gauntlet is Eternity, right?
Tribunal can take it. When Adam Warlock got the gauntlet and drove him crazy, the Liberty Tribunal, he took it away from him by snapping his fingers.
Yeah.
The Beyonder's more powerful than that. And then we have the Presence, which is God of the Marvel Universe. Nothing's more powerful. He's literally God. Nothing.
He's just God. That's it. Just God.
He looks like Mr. Fuji, but he's God.
Yeah, so.
He walks around with a lantern. He's called the Presence. So, like, nothing can touch him. But I don't think Galactus and them are going, because in Doctor Strange, when he was talking to that black eye guy, because I thought it was Mordo, he was like, my boss, he was like, my master is not the eater of worlds, he's the destroyer of something else, like, dimensions or some shit.
Yeah.
The eater of worlds. So for them to throw that in there, Galactus might pop up somewhere.
Hopefully, because Galactus is another dope villain too.
That would have to throw that in a Fantastic Four type of Avengers thing,
That's the best thing about all this shit though. Like, all these comics end up meeting each other and end up all like colliding over like one common goal. I would love to see this in a movie skate, because I could only I can't fully.
The one who can snatch the gun. No, the Living Tribunal is not, but the Living Tribunal is kind of like. He's kind of like that's why he sits on that throne and he has heads that go in every direction. He's kind of like not the boss of the universe, but he's like the watcher. He keeps
balance.
Exactly. Like, he's more powerful than Galactus, all of them, but he's like the one that they go to. Like, he's like the judge, whatever. But no, the Beyonder is strong as shit. He's like a universe unto himself. Time and Infinity. Who else? So some of the Celestials. That's what I said in my one of my walkthrough videos with God of War. I was like, Kratos gonna be in the next Avengers movie, because that was straight. If Odin was alive, he could have gave Thanos a run for his money.
Yeah, but Odin dead, and so is Loki.
Well, yeah, he does. He does.
Loki's eventually gonna come back though. There's one thing like,
okay, he's just, the one above all, that's DC. That's the DC god, because in the Amalgam universe, if you don't know what the Amalgam universe is, it's the DC and Marvel collective universes. The one above all and the Presence was like, you know what? My creations could beat your creations. He's like, nah. So that's where the whole Amalgam universe came from. Where you have like Super Soldier, which is Captain America and Superman, and Amazon, which is Wonder Woman and Storm, and Nightclaw, which is Batman and Wolverine, and et cetera, et cetera.
I will say this. I got this question. Oh, well, first off, we must say that Infinity War is definitely a movie that you have to see. That we can get part of these nerd discussions and this nerd fandom and all the theories and shit that we come up with. But I really want to talk about another little quick excerpt topic before I end the podcast is DC. What in the fuck can they do to do justice by their comics and their fans, and overall make sure their movies are not trash? What do you think? Because it's a damn shame where the cartoons do better.
Stick to TV. No, stick to TV in the animated movies. That's it.
That's what you think?
Because motion picture, they can't do it. They feel they need big action stars to make their movies appealing, which is bullcrap, because I didn't know who the guy who played Thor was. I didn't know who the guy who was playing Captain America was until I saw these movies.
Oh, so what you're saying is kind of like how people feel about gaming is like make your own stars. Don't look for stars already made type shit.
Exactly. You don't need to bring Will Smith in to play Deadshot. You don't need to bring Ben Affleck in to play Batman, which he didn't do a bad job. Like Superman. I didn't know who he was until Superman. That's how you do it.
I hate Superman. I will never like that character ever in life. I will always hate Superman. I
like Tom Hiddleston. Is that Spider-Man's name? I didn't know who that kid was until I saw Spider-Man.
And now he's Spider-Man and doing a damn good job as Spider-Man too, by the way.
Exactly.
Doing an excellent job. He's witty, quirky.
They will not introduce the Inhumans, Dante, because the show flopped.
Could you imagine if they had Martian Manhunter? Oh my god. Martian Manhunter is probably like the biggest savage in Justice League. He about that killing action. He don't do no talking. He just pull up, do his job.
DC, they were trying to get like Lawrence Fishburne to play him or some shit.
Oh god, it's so unnecessary. I get exactly what you're saying though. Like they did good with the Dark Knights up until the third one with Bane because that one
was trash. This is the thing with DC though. They don't get it.
It's like, do you read the comics? That's what you have. Like, do you read the comics?
Yeah.
It's like DC. Like Bane's supposed to be fucking huge. Why is he? Tom Hardy.
This is DC. They don't get in their movies because they don't take chances. Now the Punisher, Elektra, Daredevil, Blade, all those movies. Some are good, some are bad, but they took chances.
Blade
they took
excellent.
chances till they got up to Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
I love Blade. I will always love that movie.
Up to Iron Man. Luke Cage in the shows, they take chances. DC does not take chances. The Green Lantern movie flopped, so they threw him to the wind.
They tried to play
Martian Manhunter need to be in there. Satana. What about all they want to do is bank on Batman and Superman.
The names that everybody knows. I feel what you're saying. The names that everybody's
that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Booster Gold is one of the most popular DC characters. The Watchmen are part of the DC universe. Get them in there.
Speaking of which, amazing movie. Another one. The Watchmen was dope. I actually seen that shit like 2 months ago again. And it made me think about how overpowered Mr. Manhattan is, by the way. Holy shit.
Who caused Flashpoint. See, a lot of people like that story is ridiculous. The Flashpoint story, Dr. Manhattan is behind that. Here's it out, Batman. Bank on Batman and Superman because Superman is the most well-known hero and Batman's right on his heels. I love Marvel. I'm not a fanboy. I love both of them. Superman and Batman are the biggest heroes in comics, period. And that's just the way it is.
I love DC villains more than Marvel.
Iron Man was considered a C-list character until they dropped that movie and bam.
And he's A-list. Everybody loves Iron Man now.
Marvel, you think of Spider-Man, the X-Men, Hulk.
Especially X-Men.
Like that. Like there's like X-Force is coming out. And and then there's X-Force, there's X-Factor. Like I like not to be, raise the roof on myself or toot my horn, but I know Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, Cable, X-Force. I've talked, me and this man has discussions. He's told me shit about the movies that he was like, you make sure you don't say nothing. So has Todd McFarlane about the next Spawn movie.
Oh, I'm so waiting for that. Oh my god, I'm ready. My body's ready. We got two. The first Spawn that came out, I actually liked it. But we come so far in CGI and technology and creation, I could only imagine. Spawn kills God at one point, so I can only imagine how fire that movie would be. But
White is one of my favorite actors, so they couldn't do no wrong with that movie.
Oh, hold up. Fuck Star-Lord. We gotta talk about that, but continue before you're done.
I don't even want to. You can take it.
Oh no, you can finish with your thought, but we definitely got to get on Star-Lord.
Like Star-Lord, I understand. I know Gamora loves him and he loves her, but like,
get out your
and feelings. I know he was upset, but the whole universe is at stake here.
And you and your feelings.
If he was thinking clearly, and I know it's all scripted, it has to go away, but
yeah,
we're just gonna like, if you're thinking clearly, you take the damn gauntlet and find a way to fix it.
You have the time stone.
There's nothing that I can't wait. The one thing I cannot wait to see is to see Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and Bruce Banner sitting in a room together trying to figure some shit out. The three greatest minds, and let's throw T'Challa in there because
he's
T'Challa
dead. He's gone.
He is one of the most bright. He's one of the most smartest Marvel characters. He's like in the top 5.
But he's gone now.
See them in there,
which pissed me off.
What up, Perry?
I'm not gonna lie.
Star-Lord fucked that. I mean, he went on raw emotion, which you can't blame him.
Bruh, like, fuck Star-Lord. And I'm gonna tell you why fuck Star-Lord. I'm about to give y'all the 5-page paper, including the works cited and thesis and all that.
Even the cliff notes, man.
Even the cliff notes, bruh. This is why I don't fuck with Star-Lord. Off rip. Okay. Star-Lord has here's what pisses me off about Star-Lord. He's so insecure that like when he ran into a god, he was all like, "Oh well, I'm a god too." No, the fuck you not. Humble yourself. That's off rip, right? Then he tries to make a joke about shit that shouldn't be joked about. Like when Grimoire was over here telling him like, "If the time comes to kill me, fucking kill me." Then what does he do? He chokes under the pressure, then eventually pulls it. Then Thanos like, "Okay, I see that you're really about that action, but we gotta bounce, right?"
Bubbles come out the gun. That was funny.
That was fire. Thanos loves bubble. Hashtag Thanos loves bubble. But then we get to like the final part, right? Or like the kind of the falling action of the movie, where they finally have him trapped. Mantis basically has Thanos subdued, and he's asking these questions like, "What did you do to her?" And then she like Mantis like tell him like, "Yo, he's grieving. He's in a whole lot of pain. He's like mourning type shit, right?" And then they're like everybody kind of already knows. Oh shit, Grimoire is dead. And keep this in mind, Tony and Spidey is like trying to take the glove off, and they basically have the glove. Like, here's the glove all on my man's hand. It's at his fingertips. At his fingertips. Once Thanos basically says, "I killed Grimoire to get the stone," Star-Lord loses his shit and proceeds to basically snap Thanos out of being subdued and hit him or pistol whip him with a gun 6 times to the face.
Shit out of him with that gun, though.
But Thanos was eating that shit. He's like, "Nigga, I've been punched by the Hulk. This is light work." But he's over getting pistol whipped. And then Thanos goes back into full Savage Thanos mode, punches Spidey and old boy off, Iron Man off, basically takes the power out of everybody else's legs because he has a power stone, and then proceeds to just go on a rampage. All because Star-Lord could not keep his emotions in check. Fuck Star-Lord.
Grabbed the moon and threw shit down?
And threw it. Like, fuck Star-Lord. Get out your feelings, bro. Like, there was too many opportunities for you to be, like, the bigger man and be like, alright, gotta keep my emotions in check. If anything, you would have had more of a chance to beat Thanos' ass or get your fair one to an extent by taking the power out of his body except for his head, because you would have had the gauntlet. You're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, take the power of this nigga's entire body. I'm about to go in." Alright, cool. But nah, you had to be in your feelings. What did you do to her? And then you basically got erased. I was happy when he got erased. If I was Tony, I'd call him a bitch on the way out.
This what pissed me off about that, because I was like, yeah, I bet you wish you wouldn't have killed Ego now. How did the hell does Star-Lord get erased when a man is half celestial?
I don't know. Did you understand how everybody got erased? Because I was still trying to figure that out. I'm over here processing like, is it maybe Thanos, the half thing?
Well, it's the half thing. I was hurt when Nick Fury got erased because I was dying for him to be in there some kind of way. But you got to think about it. Look who stayed.
Yeah.
This is the thing, because it's kind of I was like, this is kind of a disadvantage because now all the heavy hitters are gone. Strange is gone. Wanda's gone. Panther's gone.
Which hurt.
And when I say when I throw Panther in a heavy hitter, it's come to his brain.
He is one of the smartest people in the MCU.
I mean, who let's see, Widow. Like, why the hell was Widow there? Why was War Machine there?
Marvel's basically throwing the fuck you at DC.
So powerful. Vision's gone. I mean, Hulk is there. Iron Man, Cap, Widow, War Machine.
Okoye.
Spider-Man, that one hurt.
It was just how he went out that like hurt everybody's feelings. He was scared.
Through all this shit, he's a kid,
and he was genuinely scared.
Tony had to sit there. Like, my wife was crying, and people were crying in the theater. Like for him to sit there, that's like your son holding you to my daddy, don't let me go, and there's nothing you can do.
That's basically what it was, and that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was the genius in the cinematography of that part right there, though, because they could have easily made it like Spider-Man said, like Mr. Tony.
You saw Drax and everybody disintegrated. You saw how long it took for Peter to disintegrate.
Exactly, they want you to feel that. That was the genius of it, because they could have easily did like when he said Mr. Tony, then like he disappeared real quick. They want to drag that out to really show you the anguish and pain that Tony has to go through now.
Stark, and
I love that. I love that.
He was like, "I don't want to go.
Yep.
I don't want to go."
I loved
that shit.
I loved it.
Yo,
I loved it. Like that, I ain't gonna lie. I applauded that low key because I was like, they could have just made him go like everybody else. Everybody else went out quick.
Bucky was like, Steve, and he was gone.
Yeah, and then like Panther, he was all like, "Get up, General," and then he disappeared.
sorry, and he was gone.
Yeah, like they could have made everybody. They could have made him go as quick as everybody else, but they're like, nah, we need to make them feel for Tony and understand that he's a kid. Because before that, you kind of see him as like Spider-Man, but you forget that he's a teenager. You forget that.
Kid, he's still in high school. And I love how Fury was like, oh, but he sent that signal. He sent that signal before he went out.
He said, "Mother," and then disappeared. I ain't gonna lie. In my hope of hopes, like in my nerd heart of hearts, I was hoping it was gonna be an X at the end of that. I was really hoping. I was like, please let it be next.
I knew what it was. It was Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel will come down and she gonna bring the pain.
That's about to be dope.
But fucking when Thanos sat there and he just looked so calm and relieved, and he just smiled.
Yeah, he's like, I did it. I finally did it.
Don't you hit us with this? And they hit us with the Dick Wolf. If you don't know what the Dick Wolf is, that's Law and Order.
Whenever it gets to like the climax or want some more shit, Dick Wolf.
Yep, it says Dick. It's written by Dick Wolf. They hit us with the Dick Wolf.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, like Spider-Man was the hardest one. I could care less. I mean, I was like, oh no, Panther, but Spider-Man, like I said, that's like me holding my son, and my son is like, come on, Dad, don't let me go, and I have no choice.
Exactly. It made you feel because he was scared. Everybody else, they kind of accepted it. Like Doctor Strange accepted, he was all like, it was the only way. It was the only thing I could do.
End game.
Yeah, this is the end game.
Tony, this is the end game, and then he was gone.
And then everybody else, like, they disappeared. Like, you heard General, then oh shit, what's the old boy's Cap? All of that. But with Spider-Man, he was all like, Mr. Tony, I don't feel so good. Please let me go. Then he hugged him, and you're like, oh fuck.
And you seen Tony was sitting there with his fucking hands. He was that hit him.
Yeah, he was in. It was like his son.
This is the thing right here. Excuse me. Is Hawkeye gone? Is Ant-Man and the Wasp gone? Is fucking Pepper gone?
We don't know. And they have their movie comes out like what, 2 months? Of which I'm watching that shit. That's day one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp gonna be fucking fire, man. I can't wait for that.
But everybody in the chat, I'm pretty sure my homie Eric can agree. Marvel's taking no L's, bro. They taking 0 L's this year. They taking 0 L's, period. They ain't taking no L's.
Took an L. It really wasn't an L because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the first Thor movies.
I kind of like Ragnarok.
Dope. Ragnarok was the dope. They made up for that one because Ragnarok ain't nothing but Planet Hulk with Thor in it,
which was fun. that was fun.
And I love the Planet Hulk story. I got the book in my closet.
But I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of pissed me off about this is why I don't like Thor though. This is why I'm not a fan of the movies because I just don't like the character. I've always hated
I'm not
Thor.
A Thor guy neither.
I've always hated Thor because he's always cocky. I'd never liked that. And I think that's why
1,500 years old. Nobody cares, Thor. And Thor's not a god. He's a demi.
He's a demi. Like him and Loki, like they're the demis.
When Loki said that we're a god, he's like, I'm a god, and Odin was like, no, you're not a god. We're born, we live, and we die. Gods don't die.
Gods don't die. Like that's the thing. Gods don't fucking die. But I don't know. It's just Thor's cockiness. Like Loki, he's a god of deception. Understandable. But Thor, I don't know. He's all like, I fought Titans. I done this, that, and third. I'm like, but you tend to get your ass kicked whenever you run up on somebody who's really about that action, bro. I'm gonna need you to take some class in humility, just a little bit.
Because Hulk beat Thor's ass with an inch of his life.
Okay, time out. Let's talk about that a little bit. This what made me mad about the first Avengers movie, right? Remember when they're on the big ass plane, and then Thor and the Hulk are fighting, and then the Hulk couldn't pick up the hammer. I'm not gonna lie, I literally yelled at the movie theater. I was like, "That's fucking inaccurate," and I had to stop myself. Like, it's a movie. Let me stop. Because in the comic book, even my dad confirmed this shit too, because he read the shit. The Hulk beat the brakes out of Thor with that hammer.
Yeah, Hulk picked up the hammer. He picked it up with brute force, and he threw it at Thor.
Yeah, like that kind of aggravated me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that part of the movie, I like the movie. Don't get me wrong. The Avengers movies are fire, but that one part kind of irked me. Like, I was like, bruh, he can pick up the hammer. Like, he's that fucking strong when he's pissed off.
He picked that hammer up and threw it at Thor and smacked him right in his face.
Yeah, like, come on, son. Y'all ain't finna hold my man, the Hulk, like that. Like, we not finna allow this. We just not finna do this.
Hulk went blows with Zeus. He lost, but he was holding his own.
Like, the Hulk ain't no bitch. That's the thing. But, I'm not gonna lie. This is the part that, like, crushed my soul. And I knew that the Hulk was about to hold this L at the beginning of the movie. Remember when Loki said, well, we have a Hulk, and the Hulk pulled up on Thanos? once that Ebony Maw literally looked at him and said, "Let him have his fun," I knew it was an L. I was waiting for the L to come.
Yeah, Thanos is a cosmic being. He's he's from Titan. Titan are like they up there.
Yeah, once he said let him have
Hulk
fun.
got some shots in though before Thanos body slam.
But this I knew this nigga Thanos had them hands when he gave the Hulk body shots. I was like, don't nobody go for body shots unless you know how to fight. Once I see my man Hulk get punched in the ribs, I was like, it's a wrap.
Thanos knew how to fight. Hulk is just pound and pound.
Yeah, he's just straight brute.
No matter how much brute force, technique will beat brute force at any time.
And Thanos proved that shit. He's like, oh, so you just want to swing? I got you. Get these hands. And then get this body slam. My soul died. That's why
Thanos, he killed all the Asgardians.
Thanos is a savage. Like, he kills everybody in the Marvel Universe. Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't read the comic books. He killed everybody in the Marvel Universe, and he's turned the Hulk into a fucking dog. Can't make this shit up.
See, okay, Dante, I'm gonna get you on that one because Warbreaker Hulk didn't beat Sentry; they fought to a standstill.
Which is basically saying that neither of us is gonna win, so let's just agree to disagree.
They fought to a standstill.
Could you imagine?
If you guys are in the comics and you War Hulk, whatever you want to call it, that is an excellent fucking read. The Avengers versus X-Men, excellent read.
Trust me.
And it's that Avengers versus X-Men, that shit is thick.
It is a great time to be a nerd. The shit that we got laughed at and made fun of for as kids, we looking like gods now. Because now people are, when we have discussions like this out in public, they're like, oh, you know about that? Tell me something. I'm like, man, say no more. Let me go ahead. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Let me holler.
You in for a treat today.
Yeah, it's a dope time to be a nerd, but overall, Marvel's taking no L's. They out here winning. DC, stick to cartoons and comics because your movies is lacking. Make your own
shows. The DC shows are top notch. Flash, Arrow, Supergirl.
This is one thing that sucks though. Like after the Dark Knight series ended, and it ended horribly with the Bane one, because I don't even think we fully finished that topic. This is what pissed me off about it. Bane was dope as far as like his presence and his overall motive. I liked it. It was just how he looked and the way he sounded that kind of annoyed me.
They wanted to go a more realistic route. You know, they can't have Bane juicing up to, you know, be 7 foot tall and big as buff. But first of all, Bane is Spaniard.
Well, yeah, he's what's a luchador? Is that the word? Luchador?
Luchador, he's just Spaniard, but he uses that mask. And
yeah,
whatever, you know, he's not necessarily luchador because he's not a wrestler. He's a straight up fighter. But I understand they want to keep it realistic because they kept the Joker all mostly realistic, which, you know, that was phenomenal. But from the comic booky stuff, that's why, you know, they didn't introduce Superman in those movies or whatever. But I don't know. It's like Bane was trash.
Like, I'll honestly say that I felt like Tom Hardy's character, like his overall villain persona, should have been a different villain. Because I really liked him. That was the thing. But I didn't want him to be Bane. That was like the overall thing. I don't want you to be Bane. It
could have been anybody else but Bane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters that they could have took to the realistic level. You know?
Just not Bane. That's it. Just not Bane. Because, like, he was dope. Like, his character was fire to me. Like, his presence, the whole purpose of, like, I was born in the darkness. I didn't know sunlight until I was a man type shit. And then, like, the metaphorical appearance of, like, you can't, when you have the rope, the safety net behind you, you're not going to escape from that hole because you're comfortable with falling. It's not until you're going to die.
He was the agent of chaos too. He was like, we're going to let everybody just run rapid, no laws.
Exactly. Like I loved his character, but I was all like, don't be Bane. You should not be fucking Bane. Because Bane
could have been Ra's al Ghul, man. Ra's al Ghul, he comes back every fucking 5 years or 15 minutes or some shit.
Something. But like Bane is supposed to be, you know, the Spaniard, huge, juiced up. Like they could have done. Well, I'm not sure they could have done that with the technology they had at the time. I'm not sure. But now they probably can. I'm pretty sure they could have.
Big ass dude who's just a badass.
Yeah, like they could
Like,
find a way.
think about it when remember at the last part of the movie where they had the cops fighting the criminals,
Yeah.
when Batman and Bane walked up each other, Batman was taller than him.
Yeah. Yeah. He was though, and it's like, hold up, ain't Bane supposed to be fucking huge, looking down at Batman like it ain't shit?
What the?
And it's hard to believe, and it was hard to believe that Batman's back was gonna get broken off somebody who was shorter than him. I don't know, but
I'm glad you said it.
DC,
but DC, they won't take chances. Let's get a Martian Manhunter movie. Let's get a Booster Gold movie. You know, let's get a correct Flash movie. That kid who played Flash, get his ass out of here.
This is what killed me though about the DC thing. It sucks and it makes no sense when Batman in the Justice League movie is more funny than Flash. Why am I laughing more at Batman one-liners that are supposed to be the Flash? That does not add up to me. I didn't get it. And was it just me, or did Flash seem kind of stupid?
He was like he was idiotic. I just didn't like him.
Like, Flash is supposed to be like, you know, intelligent, but smart. Like he's a smart ass, but he's intelligent. Like, I read this thing or whatever that was like he, you know, the Justice League has like the best computer like in the world or whatever, right? And his brain
called it slow.
Yeah, his brain is like so quick that it's like this shit is slow to me. And you did not get that belief that he had any other thing besides he can move fast in the movie. Like, there's a disconnect.
Well, Quicksilver's the same way. Quicksilver is the speed, you know, is his brain. They're just smart as shit. Their brain can go so. Like when Flash was going up against Sinestro, and Sinestro was trying to hit him, he was like, Sinestro was like, yeah, my ring moves at the speed of light too. But Flash said, yeah, but you think that fast.
Exactly. There's a problem. Like, the Flash is smart, and it seemed like he was dumbed down in Justice League. But I will give Justice League this one thing. I really like the character art of Aquaman. I like the way he looks. I like the more precise. I like the way he looks. Like, he looks more intimidating. Because a lot of people don't know this. Aquaman can hold his own against Superman. Not many people know that, which sucks because Aquaman has a whole bunch more powers than just controlling fish and shit like that, which annoys the shit out of me. Like, Aquaman is
durable. He's fast. Like, I don't know, but I like that guy who played Aquaman. I like that guy in general because he's a good actor.
They need to keep him.
He's a perfect fit for it.
They need to keep him. Like, they need to keep my mans for the future. But DC,
all this switching character shit, there only one person has been switched. Two people have been switched in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's Hulk and War Machine. Those are the only two characters that have been switched to different people.
War Machine got switched?
Remember he was Terrence Howard in the first one, and he was Don Cheadle in the second one?
Yo, I swear to God, I got so used to seeing Don Cheadle, bro.
Don Cheadle looks old as fuck to me.
He do.
He don't like a James Rhodes to me. He look like Clarence, the fucking guy that works in accounting. I just don't like him.
I don't know. It just irks me that DC just can't figure it out. Like, they had the high of
They just don't want to. They want to bank on them cash cows. Batman and Superman. They trying to do Justice League. It's not going to work.
They need to just take the risk and just jump off the edge. Because what's the worst thing that happens if you jump off the edge? What, it doesn't work? You can say you at least did something. You at least
their movies already, quote unquote, they're not flopping financially, but they're flopping in the eyes of the fucking people.
They're not doing as well as they should. Like, it's not doing good in comparison. That's the problem. Because no matter what, the DC and Marvel debate is the DC and Marvel thing is always going to get compared because those are like the two juggernauts of like comics that everybody knows. So when DC's brought up, they're going to compare them to Marvel, and if you're not at least up to par with Marvel, you're going to look bad. And that's the thing; they just look horrible in comparison. Like, I love the Dark Knight, the second Dark Knight movie.
Wildcats. Why can't we have a Wildcats movie? If you don't know who the Wildcats are, those are creations of Jim Lee, who also created The Flash. The Wildcats they're basically the X-Men, but they're a different version of X-Men. They're Jim Lee's X-Men.
Yeah.
Grifter, Spartan, Maul, Voodoo. Like, let's get Warblade, let's get them in there.
It's just take the risk.
Fucking
it's
chance.
Just take the risk because you never know. Like, people really might like those characters. So I feel for a fact that people are gonna really like Martian Manhunter only because A, he's a savage, and B, he has a purpose. And I will say this. DC should have had a Joker Harley Quinn movie before the Suicide Squad. Here's what pissed me off about that. I was actually about to talk about that before you even got on, before I end this. I've been saying that for like the last 15 minutes, but the Suicide Squad pissed me off for a few reasons. One, the whole Joker and Harley Quinn love thing pissed me off. I'm like, Joker doesn't give a fuck about Harley Quinn. He's killed her, tortured her, left her out to die.
No, I'm gonna cut you off. He does love Harley, but he's the type of person when it comes to Harley, he can do what he wants to her, but nobody else can.
Well, in other comic books, so he put Harley Quinn in a like dungeon with other dead Harley Quinns.
Also tried to skin her alive, ball her. He threw her out of windows. He shot her. But if somebody else fucks with Harley, he's going to kill him in a way that you won't even be able to recognize him.
The fact of the matter is, though, he does not. That might be Joker caring, but let's keep it 100. He doesn't give a fuck about Harley Quinn, because if you really put a comparison to what everybody else could do to Harley or has done to Harley, he doesn't like. If you hung Batman off an edge and Harley, he'd probably say Batman first.
He'll say Batman, I say, because he wants Batman. That's his rival.
Exactly. He'd say Batman. And the way they made a scene in Suicide Squad was like the typical lovey-dovey shit.
But every time Harley's got captured, he has to come and get her. Like, I remember he beat the shit out of Harley because she caught Batman. He let Batman go.
Yeah. And he's like, bitch.
Batman for him. He let Batman go and beat the shit out of her.
Fucking exactly. He does not care about Harley the way they was making it seem in the fucking movie. Because I swear to God, the movie pissed me off because I've already seen everybody on Halloween couples trying to dress up as Harley Quinn and the Joker, which annoyed the hell out of me. They're talking about
Harley Quinn. Me and my wife was saying this shit at the con, one of the cons one year. Woman was Harley Quinn and a damn stormtrooper. Come on, people, get it together. There's more than Harley. And then when Suicide Harley came out, oh my God. I saw fat ones, short ones, tall ones, skinny ones.
Like I couldn't rock with the Suicide Squad. That pissed me off. The Killer Croc, he was fire. I actually liked him.
Yeah. Actually, he could have been bigger, but good job.
Fucking Diablo at the end of the movie, I liked his character and I liked his plight. Deadshot, played by Will Smith. I just really like Will Smith. That's my problem. I just really like him.
But he didn't need to be in that role.
I really liked him. The funny part to me was like when he got the gun, he's like, "Are you gonna give me a gun?" Part had me rolling. Batman is Joker's real babe. Facts. Joker doesn't care about his own life. Facts.
Captain Boomerang, he was useless.
He got murdered.
The reason why they had to use Helena for Thor Ragnarok is because the character they wanted to use was the Enchantress, but DC also has an Enchantress, so they got it first.
They just said fuck it.
Because in Ragnarok, Helena is Loki's daughter, and that wolf is actually one of Loki's kids.
Word? Ain't that some shit?
Chris.
Well,
like I said, man, I'm into the comic books. See, nothing pisses me off when people watch the movies and they think they know something.
Oh, you might as well get used to that shit. I felt the same.
I know, but
I felt the same way about Harry Potter. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, that shit irks the fuck out of me. I'm like, you do realize they cut out a big detail out of the movie. I mean, out of the book to like make the movie, because I'm like, they went solely off. All right, then Biggie, I appreciate you pulling up, but they went solely off the book. These movies will be like 5 to 6 hours long because there's just so much detail that they have to cut out.
Movies, what I want to see, that movie be 8 hours long.
Exactly, it'd be ridiculously long, and ain't nobody trying to spend a work day in a movie theater. Ain't nobody trying to do that. You gotta pause the movie.
I'll watch an 8-hour movie at the house.
Exactly, because I can pause it, go take a piss, do something productive real quick, then come back to it. You can't do that shit in a movie theater. Nah, fuck all that. But DC, take a risk, figure it the fuck out, make my man Martian Manhunter a movie and stop bullshitting because he's a savage. Marvel, keep on stacking up these W's.
And what's dope about Marvel? This is what I want you to think about, Will. Fucking Marvel. Now, Avengers will be the end game. You know what I'm saying? After the Avengers are done with 4 and this one and the next one, we still got movies coming.
Like I said, they ain't taking the
He's coming.
After Avengers, we still got every individual character.
And I swear to God, Infinity War better be in the category for the fucking Oscar.
I don't think it will.
Suspense, drama, all that shit. They had grown ass people in there crying.
I don't think it will. Oh, because Oscars just seem so.
Or Bacon. What other movies? Black Panther, and fucking Infinity War are the two high grosses movies of what 2018 and 2017.
Black Panther surpassed Titanic, so it's one of the all times. It hit the all time category.
Why in the fuck are we not, celebrating this stuff?
We are. I just hope. It would be dope to see Black Panther get an Oscar, but I don't think Black Panther needs a validation of these Academy Awards.
It's just the simple fact that they discredit the movies because they're comic book movies.
A good movie is a good movie. That's all it boils down to. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. Hopefully, Black Panther. It would be dope to Black Panther get one, but it already got the recognition from celebrities, fans, everybody. I've yet to meet somebody who's like Black Panther's trash. I wish in the fuck they would, because you gonna get the debate work. We gonna have a discussion. I can call you a dumbass. We gonna have this discussion. It has to happen. But
Panther was good. And it needed to be good. You know what I'm saying? It had because we don't have that many black superhero movies, and I hate to throw that stereotype out there because it was a good movie, black or white. It was a good movie, but now you see black kids running around with Black Panther shirts on, little boys and girls and shit.
Not to mention the shows in the future.
Infinity War, there were more Black Panther shirts than anything else.
And not to mention, the thing about Black Panther was it shows black people in the future. A lot of I'm not trying to get too damn deep, but the thing about a lot of these movies and a lot of future movies that kind of irk me, regardless if I like them or not, is that it doesn't show enough people who look like me in those movies. So it always kind of subliminally told me in the back of my head that you're not going to make it to the future. And that's what a lot of these movies do or have done, and why they might not have known it, or why they have, some of them have. Black Panther put us at the forefront. This is the future. This is
what's so dope about Black Panther in the movie and the message behind it is: look at this is an African country. The most advanced technology in the world. They're not savages. They're not tree slingers. They got fucking flying shit.
And it's still rooted. And it was still rooted in culture too. There was always a purpose for something, which made it dope. Black Panther basically showed us in the future.
In comics, T'Challa is the richest man in the world. In comics.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody got more money than him.
And you know why I fuck with him? Not even Tony. Tony had to humble himself, and T'Challa has humbled him multiple times. It was just...
Multiple times.
It was just...
I love when they were, in the comics, when they were looking for something, and he was like, in Black Panther, he reprogrammed Jarvis to find it. He was like, "How'd you do that?" He was like, "It was easy."
He humbles Tony a lot, but it's just phenomenal. It shows us in the future, and it enhances the further black empowerment because first and foremost, we need to empower ourselves. Stop asking for help and for a handout. And Kelly, your question.
Villain.
I'm saying Killmonger.
The MCU. Killmonger was good, but Killmonger worked.
Killmonger's only a piece.
Killmonger was kind of short in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he didn't fully get indulged.
Think about this. Thanos. We've been building Thanos up for what, 4 or 5 movies,
including the other ones where he was kind of mentioned.
He was featured in the Guardians movies, the Avengers movies. Thanos is the big bad.
They had build up. Not. I'd say Killmonger only because I related more to Killmonger and understood his plight a whole lot more. He was more relatable.
But villain wise, look, Killmonger ain't snap his fingers and destroy everything.
Well, the thing I liked about Killmonger though,
all he wanted, what he felt was his birthright.
And he wanted the fucked up part about it. He wanted the self empowerment by violence, which is fucked up. But I like Killmonger. I like him a whole lot more than Thanos because I related more to the humanity of Killmonger than Thanos. The thing about Killmonger, his point made sense, but it was just a fucked up approach. Thanos was, you understood what he was saying, but his approach and his reasoning was still kind of fucked up altogether.
He was crazy.
Yeah, it was still all the way fucked up.
The motherfucker was mad. That just flat out. He's another extremist.
Thanos' whole thing was we're gonna eradicate half the planet or whatever, and then everybody's gonna be happy. It's if you have that type of power, why don't you just figure out a way to make everybody happy if it's possible and just eradicate some aspects of it? But
Thanos or Darkseid, I'm gonna go with Thanos again because Darkseid cannot match the power. Now you gotta think about this. It took the entire Thanos beat the entire Avengers, Doctor Strange, all that shit. Fucking Darkseid got beat by Brainiac and he got beat by Superman.
didn't Batman give him the hands at 1.2?
Person that dodged his Omega beams.
Yeah, okay. I'm not thinking that. That's
Doomsday beat the shit out of Darkseid too.
Killmonger definitely my favorite. Thanos is a damn strong second though. Thanos impressed me in ways I think was possible.
Ultron and Thanos. Ultron is my favorite line. My favorite thing in Ultron when he met up with Claw.
Yeah.
And the Avengers came in and he was like, "Oh, Captain America, the self-righteous man." He was like, "I can't physically throw up in my mouth, but you get it." That shit had me on the floor.
No, my favorite part was I forgot who. I think he was talking to Scarlet Witch and old boy, her brother, and then he was all like, "The thing about God is he likes disruption. Whenever people get a little bit comfortable, he throws a rock. And believe me, he's winding up." I was rolling when he said that shit. I was like, he not only sent chills down my spine, but he just spoke some real shit. I was in tears. I was like, this nigga Ultron is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. But I think we done enough. This shit's about to be an hour and 35 minutes. We gave you an hour and 35 minutes of pure nerdy gold right now.
Nerdy gold.
Eric, actually, we're gonna probably talk more about. I'm trying to include some more nerd topics or whatever in future episodes or whatever. But Eric, what's your close statement, my brother?
Make sure you check out the channel, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start live streaming pretty soon because I need to do something. But shout out to the podcast. This is my favorite thing to do during the week. I hope you guys enjoy it. Watching.
All right, everybody's link and whatnot to their channels is in the description box below. Make sure you show some love to the homies channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Run Those Games Podcast, episode 12. We is doing well, and next week we're gonna be green on episode 13. It's your boy Woozilla. Leave a like on your way out, and we out.